Hello friends, welcome to Technique. Before we get started to the video, a big happy new year to all our subscribers and viewers of this video. So we are starting off 2020 with this video on Realme devices. So you might be already knowing that Realme has sent out a message on their forum, so we'll give the link for that forum post in the description of this video. So what they mentioned that they will be enabling a sort of recommendations, which is basically kind of ads which we have seen on Xiaomi smartphones. So we all know that Xiaomi has been having ads on their smartphones, including the Redmi series smartphones on MIUI. So MIUI 10 or 11, whichever you are using, you might be seeing ads and recommendations in their apps like the music app, the file manager. All those things are basically recommendations, and you might be already seeing them on Xiaomi smartphones. So in fact, last year if you see, Realme had compared Xiaomi smartphones and mentioned that Realme UI does not have any sort of ads. So that was one thing which happened like 5-6 months back, and now Realme has mentioned that they will be serving ads on their smartphones starting 2020. So how good or bad is these ads and how to disable them? So right now what Realme is saying that the users will get recommendations and commercial links on their smartphones, the Realme smartphones in the Realme UI ColorOS 6.1 and above. So if you are using a Realme smartphone, you might or may not see ads right now, because what Realme has mentioned is that ads will be rolled out once an OTA will be available to all the devices. So once the OTA is done, you might see ads or recommendations or commercial links in apps, certain apps. For example, in Teams you might see some apps, links which are commercial links or ads basically. So right now we have the Realme X2 Pro, and we have tried a lot of settings here and there, but right now we are not seeing any sort of ads on this device. But then you don't also see the recommendation options here, because that's where you can disable that. So what you might see in coming days is an update which will enable ads on Realme devices. So basically the ColorOS 6.1 on top of Android will be serving ads, basically recommendation of apps, and also some commercial links will be included. These are basically ads which will earn revenue for the company. So is ads bad? So that's the bigger question a lot of you might be asking. Yes, ads definitely are not the best experience, because it is not the greatest experience. When you're buying a phone, you might not want to see ads on the smartphone, but then you have to also consider company's side, because when you're getting smartphones at very low pricing, if you look at the smartphones from Xiaomi and Realme, they are sold at extremely low pricing for a hardware being offered. So the companies might want to get some revenue when you're selling the smartphone, because the sales margin might be very low. So that's why they are using ad revenue program to get more revenue from their phone. So that's basically why ads are present on smartphones. But we are not really justifying whether ads should be there or not. That is basically a personal question. Personally, we don't like ads, but then we have to also accept the company's perspective, because they need to earn money even by selling smartphones, and ads also get them additional revenue. So that's about ads. Now how to turn off ads on Realme smartphone. So Realme has given a screenshot where you can go to settings. So if you have a Realme smartphone and it is showing ads, then you can go to the settings panel, and in the settings panel there is an option called additional settings. So under additional settings there is a recommendations option. Just select that and turn this off. So once you turn that off, you will not see any sort of ads on Realme smartphone. So we have checked on our Realme X2 Pro, but since this is not the latest version or ads are not been enabled on this device, we don't see that recommendation options. But once you see ads, you will also see the recommendation options where you can turn off the ads. So that's how you can actually turn off ads on Realme smartphone in case you're seeing it. So going forward, you should be prepared to see ads on Xiaomi as well as Realme smartphone. In fact, Samsung also has this kind of ads or basically recommendations on their lock screen, which also basically is an ad, but then we have seen that on few Samsung smartphones in 2019 as well. So almost every other OEM is looking to earn additional revenue because of the highly competitive segment you can see that most of the smartphones sold below 20k price segment have really great hardware from Xiaomi and Realme. Even Samsung is also doing that. So in order to compensate for the very less margin they are earning, they will be serving ads on the smartphones. So that's about the Realme ad. So now onwards, Realme cannot claim that Xiaomi is the only brand which is serving ads, because Realme also has started that with official post on their forum. So what are your opinions on Realme's ads and also Xiaomi's ads, which has been there for almost 2 years? You can just share your thoughts in the comment section, and hope this year we see much more competitive devices, and also be prepared to get ads on more smartphones. So that's it for this video. This is Numal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.